So the other night, Clark calls me up. Mind you, it's 9:30 at night, and I'm in a McDonald's parking lot with my friend Gavin and some of his buddies. This is the lucky coin, my friend.
Thank you.
Let's see it.
I have that thing. I've got that weird looking thing.
Hey man, there's a rocket launch at like 12:10 tonight at Vandenberg. You want to go? And I was like, 45-minute drive. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll go. And he's like, see if Gavin wants to come.
Just 2 more. I win $30,000, guys.
No dice?
No dice.
No $1 million? No million beers?
No 1 million beers.
Damn it. I was like, Gabot, you want to go? He's like, okay. My sister had never gone to one, so I called her up, and she said okay, too. So we all load up, not in Squeaks, not in the vet. Oh, yeah. I named my vet Squeaks, by the way. She's a 1998 Chevy Corvette. Everything squeaked when I bought her. I just figured she was talking to me, so I named her Squeaks. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So we drive down to Vandenberg to meet him at the launch. You excited, Gabot?
Yeah.
Is this your first launch?
Yeah.
Sick. I'm so bummed because I really wanted to like set up my cameras. I had lighting equipment. I had all this gear to like get some cool footage, but we only got there like maybe 8 minutes before the launch, so I did not have time to set any of that stuff up. Is this a Starlink?
No, it's a spy satellite launch.
What is that?
American spy satellite. It's from the National Reconnaissance Office, NROL. I forget the exact number, but
Vandenberg is right next to Lompoc, California. That is by the way, that's how you pronounce it. It's not Lompoc, it's Lompoc, okay? I met the mayor, actually. It's Lompoc. They always get it wrong in movies, or it bugs me. Anyway, so there's this one stretch of road in Lompoc that's right next to one of the base entrances for Vandenberg where you can get a pretty good view. You can't see the launch pad because it's on the other side of a hill, but it's pretty close and you can see the launch excellently. What's crazy is that all these launches are usually at night. And they're doing multiple per week. Like, they launch a lot of rockets out of Vandenberg. There's a lot of people down there.
yeah.
A lot more than normal, you'd say?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It gets packed.
But you'd be surprised. Some of these launches are like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and there will be a line of cars on the side of the road ready to watch it. It's wild. I mean, the second it ends, everybody's gone, but it's pretty wild. So when it comes to the actual footage of the launch, remember when I said I didn't have that much time to set up my cameras? I handed Clark one of my cameras because he didn't bring his, and I had it on manual focus, and I didn't tell him. I thought it was on autofocus. He even asked me, he's like, hey, is this on autofocus? And I was like, yeah, it should be. And I was totally wrong, and all the footage came out blurry. When it comes to point and shooting, like, it's really hard on the little LCD screen on the back of the camera. It's really hard to tell focus sometimes because it's just so small, and it's not that high quality. And anyway, rocket launches are truly beautiful. It's so cool to watch them. It's just crazy to think that we're doing this, like, almost every other day that there's a launch out of Vandenberg alone. It's absolutely nuts that this technology even exists. I know absolutely nothing, like zero. I know rockets go in the air and they come back down sometimes. I know nothing. I wish I had Clark here to explain it, but it's a sight to see for sure. Here's where the fun begins. The rocket launch is great and all, but we decided to hit up Taco Bell because in Lompoc at 2 in the morning, the only thing open is Taco Bell.
If you're choosing Taco Bell, I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay. And 7-Eleven. But Taco Bell, that place deserves an award. I think Taco Bell, like, fuels America, honestly. When it comes to making videos with friends, it's my favorite thing ever. Like, making videos with friends is fun. But they say the most unhinged stuff sometimes, and I can't put it in the video. Not only that, I have to watch it all. So we pull up to the Taco Bell, right? And I've got a pretty small channel. Like, relatively. When I think of 1.6 thousand people sitting in a room listening to me talk, that's pretty wild. But I've got 1.6 thousand subscribers. We pull up into the Taco Bell drive-thru. The girl serving us is like, are you recording? Are you famous? And I was like, of course I'm famous. I'm AJ Does. What do you mean?
You guys recording?
Yeah. No, you're not in it. You're fine.
Yeah, you're barely in it. I didn't want to get him in there.
I won't put her in it. Yeah. I'm like famous. Not really.
You're lying.
No.
Okay, I'll figure it out with your food.
Thanks.
Dude, she saw me immediately.
Here's the other thing. Clark is got me into like filming and cameras and all that junk, and then I taught myself the rest. Gavin, he comes with me on some of these video shoots. Problem is, I have never, every time we're shooting a video, I never like take the time to like, hey Gavin, this is how you do the autofocus, and this is how you do this, and this is how you do that. The first time I handed him a camera, I'm like, this is how you zoom, just point it and hit record. The problem I started coming up against for not training my paid employee. If you record 20 minutes of pointless footage, I have to watch 20 minutes of pointless footage and edit it.
You know what's funny?
So just only record stuff that you think.
You're the one making pointless footage.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Was that he never records anything interesting. He's always recording, and then he'll stop recording, and then something interesting happens. I'm like, dude, why are you recording?
What do you
Wait, you were
mean?
recording that whole time?
I recorded that interaction.
Oh my god.
I turned it off after.
This guy records everything that's
No, no,
useless
no, no.
and nothing that's useful.
No, I recorded that whole.
With her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and then I turned it off like shortly after.
Okay, I'll clip this in then, because then they saw it, but we didn't. But the other problem is that because he's not recording interesting things, I have to watch all of that. If he records 20 minutes of footage that's basically useless.
Clark, would you say AJ is famous?
Yeah, he is famous.
Clark, you're like invisible.
I have to watch that all when I edit. So if I come back from the rocket launch with like an hour of footage, it's going to take me an hour just to watch the footage, let alone edit it and get it into a timeline and make it make sense like this, you know? Okay, what do you think of the launch?
Who, me?
Yeah, what do you think?
I thought it was really, really cool.
Was that one your first one?
Get out.
Yeah, that was my first
Stop
one.
talking over him.
It was requested for me to join the launch in mass. And Clark said it was really, really good, so I decided to go. And it was the first night at 12 a.m. and it launched.
Clark.
I think
The other thing is I really like this kind of format. I absolutely loathe vlogging. Oh my gosh. Only because, not because I don't like watching vlogs. I don't like making vlogs because it's so taxing. Like it doesn't feel anyway that I get to really enjoy the moment. Like I don't think that it's like, oh my gosh, technology is so bad and it takes away from the experience. No, it's just, I'm having to think the entire time of like, okay, what should I say about this? How do I show this? And I'm like piecing together a story in my head. I'd rather live the story and then just sit in the car and tell it to you later. You know what I mean? Because then it's an actual story. If you're telling the story while it's playing out, that's like a movie to me. You know what I mean? A story is in the past tense in my mind. And I don't know what the definition of story is, but I imagine that has to be included. The worst part about this is, remember, Clark lives about 3 hours from Gavin and I. Well, actually, I moved to Nevada, so I live like hella far. But where I was at, where Gavin is, we were about 3 hours apart. So Vandenberg is almost exactly in the middle. So as much as we liked these rocket launches, most of the time we were going just that we could like split the drive and meet up for a couple of hours and then go back home.
Bye, Bryn.
Bye, Clark.
She doesn't even get out of the
Bye,
car
Clarky
to
boy.
say bye.
Clark asked me one time why he's almost never in my videos, because he's in a lot of the video shoots, or he's at the video shoots for a lot of the videos, but his actual screen time is like this much because he just does this crap like the whole time. Nothing's like interesting or useful.
Love tacos. I love tacos. Aren't they so good? The crunchy tortilla shells. I love tacos.
your mom.
So good.
I love having these type of adventures. You know, I'm 21 years old. Like, my parents could not understand driving an hour and a half to sit out in the cold to watch a rocket for like 8 seconds when you could just watch it on YouTube way better with like better camera angles and all that, and then driving home again. I don't know. It's just fun. You know what I mean?